So we are all gathering here at this time to practice meditation. And in the practice of a meditation, the first instructions given to a practitioner is ujung kayang panidhaya. That means having an upright position in a comfortable way. And then further instructions says, go into the empty huts under the tree or in the forests. And that's simply to have a less distraction. And doesn't matter whether we are in the forest or in an empty hut or empty place. If our mind is connected to or constantly engaged in other things, then that is a distraction. It's not a seclusion. That is probably the bodily seclusion, but not mentally. And in a practice, we have to be secluded by mostly mentally, and if possible, physically. And that's why checking our own intention to practice, motivation and wish needs to be checked at all the time too. If you have checked all these three initial requirements, the Buddha gave a further instruction, is saying, be mindful of the four foundations. Mindful of your body is the first. And here, when we become mindful of our body, first thing is to keep our body relaxed. And when we become mindful of this body again, mindful of the present moment, the body is as they are. And again, we are not recognizing this body as my body, or naming it Sujan's body, or defining it a Buddhist or the nationality and ethnics and so and so. Not in that form, but the existing of this body as they are, the way it is, when it is in this situation. So checking it. And I use a simile that you are sitting in front of the mirror and looking at your sitting body. So observing the entire body that you are sitting. And second way of observing this entire body sitting is, rather than thinking, feeling it from your heart. And this moment when you feel the entire body through your heart, you will be able to notice incoming breath and outgoing breath. Naturally, your mind become mindful of this natural breath taking place, incoming and outgoing breath. And that is the initial practice of being mindful of your body as you're sitting. And the second is mindful of the breath as it comes in and goes out, without thinking, without fixing, or without locating your concentration. It's a natural breath. The Buddha used the word so sato wa atsasati paso wa pasasati. Yeah? Simply breathing in and breathing out. And because our mind automatically mindful of this breath, and as soon as your mind connected with the breath, you began to observe or began to notice the different breaths. Sometimes it's a long breath, short breath. Other time long breath and a long breath and incoming long, outgoing long. Other time incoming short, outgoing short, like that. And these again not the same at all the time. It's changing. And you also will be able to recognize them. Remember again, you are not doing anything. You are not interfering with it. Your job is to sit at the bank of the river and looking at the river flow. So that is, I normally use to illustrate the practice of a meditation. No interfering with the water or any items that floats. But you can see. All you register is there is something, but not going into the details of it. And with this, gradually, you'll be able to notice your entire body sitting, and if you are standing, you will be able to mindful of it. Walking, become a mindful, and even lying down, you become a mindful. So and so. So this is the first practice that the Buddha instructed to be mindful of, is the body in a true reality. And the second is being mindful of your feelings. Now again, in order to be mindful of your feeling, you have to go through your body. Aware of any sensations taking place and how you feel with it. And that feeling, one must observe it as they are, rather than identifying, personalizing it. So aware of any sensations, any feelings that arises, whether pleasant sensations or unpleasant sensation or a neutral sensation. And when you closely look at that sensations, then you will be able to realize that the sensation is condition arose. And your mind relates to it. At that moment, you mostly use your memory from the past to define and hold on to it. And once you have fully understood the feelings, then you will be able to notice how your mind is engaged with these feelings, and how your mind is engaged with the 5 aggregates, your body. And once you have understood the relationship of the mind with the body, feeling, and the mind, then you will be able to understand that how we cannot see it and how we saw it. Now we'll practice loving kindness meditation. So relax yourself and bring your attention to the body, aware of sensations, noticing whatever sensations are there. And bringing that attention to the hands, aware of sensations in your hands. And to the heart. And generating loving kindness and compassion to yourself and sharing it to yourself. May I be well and happy. May I be at peace. May I be free from suffering. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all of the sentient beings, starting from near dear ones. Whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings in this room, in this country, and on earth, in the universe, may they be well and happy, may they be at peace, free from troubles of body and mind. May they be able to maintain their happiness. And as you hear the gong slowly coming out from practice,